You're going to have to test things like a guinea pig when you try to make your writing process faster. Certain people write better at different times of the day, and you're going to have a different process or way you want to set up your home office or your writing space than other people. So all of the tips that I give you should be taken with a grain of salt and then adjusted for what's going to work best for you, because there's no one size fits all. A lot of people write in the early mornings before their day gets overtaken by other projects and responsibilities. That works really well for me. That may not work for you. I know that writing between 3 and 5 p.m. is essentially a dead zone for me because I'm kind of mentally exhausted, too exhausted to do the writing process. It's a good time for me to do client phone calls or answering emails that aren't as taxing for my brain power, but it's a really poor time for me to get writing done because it's all too easy for me to say, well, I've been writing all day and I'm tired and I'm not going to go write on these focus projects anymore. So you have to find the best time of day to get this kind of focused writing done, and tracking your writing ability and the time in your sprints is going to help a lot with this. It can be really hard to get into the concept of writing in sprints if you're new. Because you've never asked your brain to do this before, it may be hard for you to focus, and you're going to have to build your way up. So it's going to be hard to say, I'm going to sit down and do 30 minutes of focused writing. That may be too long for you if you're brand new to this and find that you're easily distracted. You may need to spend 10 minutes first, and then 15 minutes, or then build up to 30 minutes and longer. So give yourself time to adjust, and this will also be your chance to study whether or not something is working for you and to figure out the best time of the day to do it. And I'll be showing you my spreadsheet where I keep track of my current writing sprints. Starting out small will make it easier for you to gather what I like to call small wins. You don't want to set yourself up for failure when you're putting together a new goal. Saying that you're going to sit down and write uninterrupted for 60 minutes is like someone being brand new to meditation saying they're going to sit down for 60 minutes. It's very hard to get there if you haven't built up that muscle of practice. So start small and then build your way up. In the sprint tracker, you're going to keep track of everything that you write, and then you can use all of this data to figure out what works best for you. You can keep all kinds of notes about the writing sprint itself, like where you were at the time, how you felt, or even the time of day. This will help you figure out the best time of day to put your really focused writing and what other conditions should be present. You might find that you're a much faster writer in the coffee shop, for example, and so you'll build in time to work on an intensive project in bursts throughout the week by going to the coffee shop. But we have to test things. We have to gather some data at the beginning. If our underlying goal is to become a faster and better writer, we need to test what conditions work best